so and so. There we go.
Look at that. Son of a bitch. Somebody call the police.
Oh, I don't know about the
Oh, my hair.
police. Dude.
Crank down the kilos on this reactor.
I what?
Taking some of the shine out of this SOB, so it's
Oh,
not
okay.
so bright.
See, I did the same with the computer screen, so you can see through my lenses a little bit, you know.
Yeah. Holy shit. Look at
You
me.
gotta go
Look
see
at this
Red,
old fart.
Rexy.
Comb it over like I'm important. That's how you know that I'm a man in charge. I got a comb over.
You are important.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So, how are you doing, Jakey?
Good. How are you doing, bro, Skeefus?
Doing good. So
another Monday comes around so quick, and this one's in October. You believe that?
yeah, Febtober.
Febtober.
It's October.
It is, and
Been
it's
hunting for it for a long time.
Oh, dude,
Red
I'm
October.
October is a good time. It's been so nice. The weather was beautiful this weekend.
It was beautiful.
Except
That
for my
car cruise
sunburn.
was good. Seemed to give you a little color.
Yeah, a little bit. I kind of went red.
Yeah, it looks good on you.
I know. It's what I do. Red. Here comes Clint. Yo, bro.
Hey, Clint.
How's it going?
Good.
Good, man.
How are you?
Good.
Double there.
Excellent.
I gotta put this down. We'll go like this.
What'd I miss?
Nothing. Everybody's just
bitching
getting
about
in.
my hair or lack thereof.
Yeah, join the club.
It's a mofo, man. Look at that. I was like, call the police. Somebody's been stealing it. It's a bunch of BS.
Getting thin.
So,
yeah.
but dude,
She's
thanks for
thin.
joining me, guys. I'll get this out of the way. Karmic transmission 38 is what I got in the notebook there. You believe that? 38 of these guys. They go quick. But as always, guys, thanks for joining us for the Karmic Transmission. I'm your host, Jake Vanderlinden. I've got my brothers Rex and Clint with me tonight. Noe Ame, she's getting ready to go. She's Hawaii bound. You believe that? I swear.
Pretty lucky.
I know, crazy lucky. But as always, you can find us at karmaincarnate.com. Best place to see what we're doing, what we're about, how you can get involved. You can also catch us on YouTube, Facebook, all the social media, Karma Incarnate. On Twitter, we're at the Karmic Feed. And, you know, if you ever got questions, reach out to any of our people that are involved. They're amazing people, and they do an incredible service to their community every month. And it's commendable. It's a pretty amazing thing. So, but with that out of the way, guys, talk about a whirlwind weekend, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
fun.
nuts. It was a crazy one. I'm surprised you're moving after washing all those cars, Rexy boy.
Oh, it's okay. They were pretty easy. Riley did most of the work anyway.
Oh, yeah.
You washed all the cars?
Yeah. So
Where at?
at Dad's house out in the backyard, we go out there and wash them. So
Oh, Joey. Or is
Bear.
that Shiloh?
that one's Bear. Yeah, that's a big bear dog. Dude, the other
No.
night, Clint, I was
What?
in the other night. I was in cleaning the shop, and when I came out, there was 2 foxes
Really?
over eating the cat food, and I filmed them from inside the door, so they like run right by me. And at one time, the fox comes back up and looks and sees me and like jumps back and stuff because I was only feet away from him. But then I heard him yell. I went outside, and you know where the cat food's in that corner of a building. I go
Yeah.
around, and as soon as I came out, the foxes just bolted. They ran right by me.
Lay down.
And then I looked over there, and there was a raccoon, like over by the cat food. So they were like having a fight with the raccoons. But then that raccoon turned and like just started running down the sidewalk right at me. Freaked me out.
He ran at you?
Well, there was nowhere else for it to go because I was like at the bottom of the ramp, you know, and he ran along the flower bed and the sidewalk up top. And he was just like going crazy, running at me. And I just kept walking and like kept calm, didn't look at it. It was like, you know, I was thinking that it was going to take a sharp left and come get me. I'd be raccooned.
Rex the raccoon wrangler.
Dude, they're mean.
They are.
They're cute.
Yeah, that's why I started feeding the cats in the morning, because the foxes and raccoons and skunks and stuff steal all the food.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they do. But those foxes are crazy. And the other thing too, Uncle Buzz was like, Clint's dog is pooping all over the damn yard. And they're these little teeny poops. And I'm like, no, Clint's dog is bigger than that. I'm like, that's the what do they call them?
The foxes.
Poop. Yeah. But he was all like, gee, because they are. It's all over the yard. You know how he is, though.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I just barely cleaned up some shit.
Yeah, there's a bunch of it, but like I'm saying, these aren't dog poops. They're smaller.
No, Bear just made it poop, and I cleaned it up. So I try to clean them up when they poop.
Yeah. And that's what I was, because then these things were, you know, look at your dog, like, for hell's sake. That thing leaves a monster, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger than what those foxes doing. Well, it shocked me when you were saying that there were foxes over there. I had, in all the years of being over there, I'd never seen foxes. We used to get weasels way back when, you know.
Yeah, dude, we've had foxes, rabbits.
Mm-hmm.
For a long time, there was like 10 or 15 rabbits all over hell.
Yeah.
But then the foxes moved in. If you wonder what that's about, just go ride Splash Mountain at Disneyland, and they'll explain the long torrent history between rabbit and fox kind.
And do it fast, because they're remodeling the ride.
So are they really?
They are. The ride is being redone, and I think they're going to do something like Princess and the Frog or something with it. I can't remember, but yeah, they're going to redo Splash Mountain.
Well, they should do Robin Hood, because it has foxes and bears in it. They could just reuse the same characters.
It'd be easy to redo the animatronics.
Yeah, make it be the old Robin Hood ride, but who knows? But anyway, it was, you know, fox and rabbit kind don't get along. Then we've had geese there, deer. There's been like everything. So it's a little Rapco Zoo.
It is. It's a cool place. It's always a cool place to grow up at. So.
Yeah.
Grow old at for me, Jackie.
Well, you can tell buzzing, tweeting those guys that I've been cleaning up their poop as they do them.
Who, Buzzes and Tweeters poops?
No, the dog.
Those guys out in the middle of the yard, like, I'll show Clint. So
his dog thinks he can do that. I'll show them.
Yeah, show up and be like, we're gonna need a bigger shovel. You know, it's like Jaws, but shitty.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure everybody knows that you always take good care of your animals. You did it with Sheila, you've done it all forever.
They find literally anything to complain about. You know, they just look for shit to complain about. So,
Right.
Yeah, there it is. But no, man, it's pretty crazy over there. Fun.
Yeah.
So it's sometimes, but when the skunks are right outside the door, that's a real pain in the ass.
Yeah, the skunk's the wild card, because that little jerk, he shows up. I'll see him like once a month at random times and random places.
Yeah.
Like, he's been right outside the shack. He's been right outside the office. He's been over by the dumpster.
Yeah, he's just, nobody messes with him. He's the skunk.
Yeah, nobody, he just sort of walks around with his tail up like he owns the place.
Pepe Le Pew in it.
Well, dude, not even the people want to mess with the skunk. I mean, come on. Of course it owns the place.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Those skunks, they know the power they yield.
I'm just glad they're not under the guard shack as much.
Wield.
They're like a X-Men or something, a superpower.
Yeah.
And with great power comes great responsibility. And these skunks have dropped the ball. They're walking around with their tails in the air. It's like some sort of supervillain.
Your dog hasn't been skunked again, has it?
No, Shiloh, that skunk was out in front of the office the other night. Shiloh went running up to it, and I screamed at her. I'm like, Shiloh, 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 like he's freaking out. And both Shiloh and the skunk like stopped and looked at me. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, you were the craziest number in the equation, so they both were like, "Oh, whoa!"
She stopped, and then the skunk looked up, and she turned around and looked at me. I told her to come here, so he didn't really get her. He got her just a little bit on the chest. I made that solution and cleaned it off.
Mm.
But if they get him, you can smell it instantly.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. He just fired off maybe just a titch before he stopped because I was screaming,
A warning spray.
top of my lungs.
Well, I can hear you screaming out there, the dog and the skunk, and see them both just stop. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it was kind of funny.
Dude, that's awesome.
And then the skunk, he doesn't run. The raccoons and foxes and everything, they'll run off.
Yeah.
They'll just like walk off.
Yeah.
Like a saunter.
Like,
Yeah,
oh, are you
saunters
gonna
around.
follow me? Bring
Yeah,
it, bro.
He doesn't give a crap, man.
Yeah. It's Uncle Ted in animal form. Never walk behind him. I'm telling you, that's all he talked about today was, I ate a bunch of potato salad, and boy, oh boy. It's like,
You know what we need to
Uncle
make?
Ted, keep it to yourself. So
We need to make a Rapco children's book with Dad and Art and everybody as animals. That's what needs to be made now.
Teddy. Yeah.
Be like the Berenstain Bears thing at Rapco.
I don't know. If I made it, they'd kill me. But it'd be funny. But
Yeah, I remember that. Mom, the mud porch at the old house, she was talking about how at Tweeter's house now, where you would go into the garage, we had that landing where we kept all the dog food and the cat food and stuff. We always had barricaded up to keep the skunks out. Because who was it? Was it Molly, I think, got skunked in the porch one time when we were little.
that's so fun.
Yeah, it was bad.
That's pretty much the damn house.
Mm-hmm.
That's crossing the line, dude.
Yeah. Amen.
Coming into the house to eat the food. That's a bit much.
So other than that, Clint, the other night when I was working, I saw in the drawer their script there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so what? And it's called
Redeemed.
Redeemed. That's it. I couldn't read the thing. So
Yeah. Do you remember that short I was in where I was the abusive dad?
yeah.
It's a feature-length film based off that.
No
Oh, cool.
shit.
You were telling me a little bit about that. So how did you end up doing, like, is this guy from Utah or something?
Yeah, he's from Utah. He's living in Texas now. He's from the South.
Okay.
We made that short, and it got some good attention. And now he's got some people that want to make the movie. So it'll really technically be my first leading role.
Yeah, because you'd be playing one of the main antagonists, right?
Yeah, well, and he's the main guy of the story. So it's supposed to be a redemption piece. So
So more protagonist then, huh?
well, he's a jerk, but he comes around.
He's Han Solo.
It's a redemption piece, or it's supposed to be,
Uh-huh.
if it plays out right.
Well, that's cool.
That's really cool, man.
But they want to shoot in Mississippi in the spring.
Dude,
That
that could
So-
be pretty.
I might be going, it looks like I'll be going to Mississippi this next spring to shoot it.
That'll be awesome.
Dude, that's
I've never been to
fantastic,
Mississippi,
brother.
So that'd be fun.
Yeah, I hope I can still be jerky enough.
You can do it, I'm sure.
Just you tap into that old character again. You'll find it. It won't be hard.
Yeah. Well, and that's why it's acting. You get to go and have all the fun. I remember when I was little and we did war play, and one of the funnest days on the set was when I got to pick on and beat up the other kid, because it was, But he was too good of an actor. He was extremely, holy crap. I remember he just curled up in a ball on the ground, and Brian was like, well, kind of hit back, you know, and I'm like, come on, and shaking him. He just, so, but, you know, we kind of have that effect on some people, especially in the old days. You know, that's why karma's around. Like that, I always tell you guys that, you know, it's like I was such a little shit growing up. I have to end hunger to have any chance of going to heaven. So it's just how it is. So,
that one doesn't count, Rex. That was for a movie. It's a shame that it portrayed you so well. That's the only.
Yeah, it was a very method film. So, but do you guys remember when we were at that concert and that kid came up to us and said I beat him up in high school?
Vaguely, that sounds familiar. What concert was that?
It was like Rush or something.
Yeah, it was I want to say it was the Snakes and Arrows concert, because it was where we had seats, but they were all the way at the back, right before the lawn, and the kid was in the row, like right in front of us.
Right in front of us, type of a thing. It's so shameful. It's like, holy crap, you know. That's karma in a nutshell. You never escape what you've done. You gotta just keep doing more good to hopefully hope it outpaces the people that I hope people show up and go, hey dude, don't you feed people, and isn't this you, rather than that kid. I don't even know his name. He never even said who he was. He just kept eyeballing me the whole time, and then turned around and was like, hey.
Yeah. Right at the intermission too is when he did it. Everything gets quiet, and then it's like,
are you Rex? Yeah. You used to beat me up in high school. I'm sorry. You know, what do you say? What do you do?
What did you say?
I'm sorry, and stuttered and looked around like a dick in the yard. Then I slapped the drink out of his hands and just gave him a wedgie. I don't know. What are you supposed to do?
Then, you know, that probably would have put the whole thing into sequence if it had all gone down that way.
That's when I would have gotten knifed to death. It'd been like in the parking lot, Rex died laying on the ground hearing nothing but, like, you know, hey, what are you supposed to do?
Slap the drink out of his hand.
Yeah.
Well, how many people did you beat up in high school that you couldn't remember?
Beat up is a big word.
Well, I thought he said like junior high.
Yeah, junior high was.
You didn't get in many fights in high school. You got more fights in junior high.
But they were always started because I was doing something cheeky, you know, as the British would say. I was being a little bit of a shithead, and then they'd come up and start trying to hit me, and then I'd, you know, hit them back. It was the typical angry lash out thing, you know, kids do, you know, that's how it goes. Mm-hmm. Where, you tear everybody. That's what I mean. Karma's real. I made their life a living hell because apparently I wasn't the happiest kid in the world either, but, you know, it's how it goes. So, and like I say, it's much better and much more fun to help people and be kind and love each other. So, because
for sure.
And I know, and it makes me sound like a bully. That's a bit extreme. I'd say I was a class clown with fangs. You know,
with fangs.
Yeah.
No venom.
If you were in on the joke, it was a damn good time.
A real vicious
butt of the joke. It's like Dad. You know how that is. If you're in on the joke, it's a great time. But if Dad picks you to be the one that he's going to start picking on, you know, it's just nobody. When you're 50, people don't fight with you. When you're 15, they do. So
they used to anyway. Like you said, now you'll get knifed.
Yeah, no, it's no big deal. We used to just break dance our problems away. Like, what's his name says in that show? I don't know what it is.
I was all for break dance fighting as often as I could do it.
Yeah. So, but I just remember being there with you guys and us all having the time of our lives. Then all of a sudden it's like, hey, that sucked the wind out of the party.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, hey, the concert came back and it got, it, you know, turned around, but it definitely made that intermission a little bit awkward.
Yeah, I would hope so. If it didn't, that makes you a sociopath, right?
Usually.
So,
But
but
it is. It's like you said, it goes to show you it's every action has a reaction, even if it's 30 years later when you don't even know it. And that reaction is to be you know,
oh
coming
yeah.
back around.
Well, and it's just you know, that's the one thing that you can never escape is the fact that you do have an impact in this world. That you, for some, you know, in how crazy big this thing is and how weird it all is, the fact that you have the ability to control this little piece of space time that we talk about and the universe and matter is mind blowing. And so, you know, that gives you the power to enter into the universe with some sort of energy, and hopefully it's good and positive, because that's what, you know, the negative stuff sucks, but it's needed. It's weird. It's a weird system, but it's fun that we get to play with it and get to try to do some weird, cool stuff with it. So yeah. So
well, it's true, because it's a rare thing to see things that have the ability to create and interact within their environment. To see them do it in good, positive ways is amazing, you know.
yeah.
So
Well,
I'm with you there, Rexy boy. It's kind of crazy when actions follow you back around that far, though. You know, a lot of times how many people think that you're going to bump into that random guy from high school at a concert in your late 20s,
yeah.
you know? But
And the other thing, yeah, the thing that's really crazy is how much of an impact you had in their lives.
Mhm.
You know, like you think that to most of the time you think the action that you take is just yours and that you
Yeah.
forget about it and it goes away. But, you know, who knows how or when that effect that you made will come, like you say, apparently in this gentleman's mind. I don't even remember what I never even asked him what his name was. I was so nervous, but apparently, you know, it was something that he couldn't forget. You know, that's how
Mhm.
much of an impact you can have in people's lives. So it's, you know, how come you shouldn't waste that? And, you know, it's all just
Yeah.
lessons to be learned to help you understand why it's time to act and do something good and positive, because that generates positivity and goodness. And
Mhm.
that's what the world needs right now more than ever. You know, it's getting crazy out there, and, you know, the world's starting to, we're trying to force it to be something that it's not, and you can't force nature. You know, it doesn't take kindly to it. It usually pushes back. So you move with the nature of, you know, what we have grown accustomed to and call humanity and society and what we are, you know. So
Mhm.
it's just an interesting time. So
Yeah.
that was weird. I got to what's with these, there's 3 chats.
Yeah, it's mom.
It's choice. Okay, look at that. See how much I got to squint my eyes now.
Yeah, you got to get some of these, you know,
Ew.
wear them
So
more often.
are your eyes still real good, Clint?
They're pretty good. They're getting a little. They're not as good,
As they,
but
but well, you're
they're
like me where it's like I've never needed contacts or glasses or anything yet. So, but I think the cell phones and all the stuff have made it worse faster, if that
yeah.
makes sense.
Mhm.
Because it seems like all of a sudden in the last year or two, it's just, and I think it's burning, you know, lasers in your cornea with cellular telephones. But
Who knows, man?
yeah,
That and not enough rest and not enough time letting everything kind of set back and readjust it. It all takes its toll on you, you know.
oh, definitely. Yeah, look at those things.
Mhm. Oh,
But
dude, it's like when I took out my contacts, I right before the transmission, I had to take them out because I just wasn't gonna make it. But those things, oh, my eyes, they stuck like suction cups, and it was crazy because not being able to see for that brief minute, but the relief that you get from it is actually just it's kind of insane. So that's why I say that rest and recovery period is needed. It's really important on your eyes and stuff, just like working out, you know.
yeah,
I'm hoping the next time I see the eye doctor that I hear that I've improved again, which was kind of a rare thing when I heard it last time. Yeah, my vision got better last year. You believe that?
Really?
What
Yeah.
kind of witch doctor, eye doctor are you going to?
Same one that we've seen since we were, little kids.
Did he do the like how many fingers am I holding up method or how?
No. He
Eyes
put me on the
got
whole
better.
machine. He put me on the machine thing, and it whirred and buzzed and did everything. And then he comes out and looks at the numbers and go, "Wow, you're about a 3/4 better in the right eye and about 50% better in the left eye than last year." Yeah,
I didn't know that could happen.
me either.
See, with enough studying, you can achieve anything.
I guess. And the one thing that's funny is I did wear my glasses more than my contacts, and I think that makes my eyes work harder. And your eyes are a muscle, a lot of the focusing and everything is just a muscle. So if you work them out, I don't see why you couldn't improve them a little bit here and there, So there's supposed to be exercises that you can do.
For your peepers?
Eyeball push-ups.
Eyeball push-ups.
I'm going to do 20 of them. Just you watch. See, I'm doing them right now.
Yeah. So, speaking of push-ups, have you guys still been doing yours every now and then?
Yeah.
No, I've been slacking.
Me too, for like 2-3 weeks. Have to get back on that habit. So,
see, I fell off about 2 weeks ago, and I just started again last week. So and it was kind of touch and go. I did it like just the last half. So
yeah.
It's coming back though. I've been feeling better when I do it. That's the one thing. I definitely notice that I feel a little bit better when I get up and do some exercises and get moving in the morning.
Yeah, that's good. Getting up in the morning. Ugh. So
That's the worst thing in the world.
oh man, especially when you're dreaming about like nothing, like I do. My dreams are so weird nowadays. They're always like me talking to the lady at the reservation desk to go fly on Delta or something like that. No, we really gotta go. What kind of dream is that crap? So
it's a dream that says you want to go on vacation.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Which is coming up. We're going to be going to our Disneyland trip pretty soon. So if they let us in, so they might start being like, look, you got to be this tall to enter the park, and it'll be just that much too short. So it's going to be brutal. Because I think we got to get a test before you can go in nowadays.
I was thinking about it, and depending, we were talking about how we got to talk to Jeremy and Colby still, but if we were to do that halfway to Vegas and then drive in, we could probably get one either in Vegas or LA and still have more than enough time for all of our stuff. This is what I was thinking.
Yeah, maybe.
So
be good. I got to get a haircut because I can't see my lip, my teeth till I do that. And then I look like a dork. So, yeah.
So then you need the space to eat your fried chicken.
Look at this. Look like a gosh dang animal. You're looking pretty grizzly too, Clint.
Yeah.
Looking really full again.
Yeah, it grows fast.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the tooth.
I think of all of us, yours probably grows the fastest.
Well, he's only was in kindergarten with it and shaving. With broken glass shards at his teacher.
Yeah.
So, man. But well, guys, I'm with you as far as this goes, but I don't think I'm going to be up here too much longer. I'm going to go home and go to bed.
No, I was actually thinking we'd call this one a little bit early just because it's been such a crazy busy weekend and everything else going on. And then with all the, it was weird. A lot of the social media sites, the technology is funny, and we'll kind of wrap it up here, I think. But I was thinking about it, and all this technology that we lean into and use, like Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and stuff to promote our videos and do stuff, all that went down today. What did you just do?
Who?
You did you just raise your hand?
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you want something?
No, how do you unraise it?
I lowered it for you.
Oh, okay, good. Continue.
Is that why the screen switched?
Yeah, that's why the screen jumped.
Look, I'm on the bottom now.
Their hand becomes the primary position, so they can be answered.
Look,
No, I'm raising my hand.
Yeah, you're both raising it now.
The power of one hand. So,
But
yellow
what I was saying is all of that technology went down today. You know, it was like how your Microsoft pages wouldn't load, Rex. And, you know, I wasn't able to put a YouTube thing or a Facebook thing together to get more people involved. And it made me laugh because for all of that stuff, it can go down. And the one thing that's never gone down in the 10 years that we've been doing it is karma. You know, we've hit it every time. And even with this, you know, a transmission on an off night, things are kind of going crazy. We'll keep doing what we're going to do because it's that kind of commitment that's literally going to change the world. So it's kind of funny when even the powers that be go down, but we don't.
Karmic doesn't stop.
Can't stop karma.
No, won't stop. Remember that, Tim?
So, but yeah, I think we'll call it a little bit early tonight there, brothers.
Yeah.
So,
Well, getting to see you guys is always the best day of my life. So
yeah.
Agreed.
Everybody's having fun and looking good. And I'm telling you, before we know it, we got new stuff coming, big things and happiness and charity.
Going to Mississippi to film a movie.
Well, yeah, and I said charities. That's not what we do. We don't do charity. We do business. But anyway, yeah. Okay, Jackie, I'm done talking to you.
Okay.
Okay, I love you guys.
Love
you.
See
ya. Karma out.